We know these rhinos very well, so our relationship with them is like extraordinary. So you're going to see me push them around until I get them settled and fed, because it's a little bit of chaos. We know each other well enough that I'm not upsetting them. Everything we do is about them first. These rhinos have become extremely habituated to us because of our heavy management. We spend a significant amount of time each month, each day with them. And the food helps. The food has kind of been a big part of their habituation. So they can smell the food right now. And don't be too nervous, they're just going to come and have a look. And if there is any dangers, I will let you know. Look, if you guys notice, there's no grass on the ground, okay? So it's the dry season combined with the drought and just an arid part of South Africa. Go on, Rock. Go on, Rock. Go on, Rock. Look, it seems rough, but it's not really. That male and that female, they don't really like each other. Until they're all settled with their own food, they'll be grumpy towards each other, and she's particularly grumpy. She has got 2 babies. If they come to this area every day, then they'll get something. If they don't, then they don't. And it's just because it's so close to us, so we can manage them. We can hear if they're okay, if there's any problems, if there's going to be a rifle go off, we're going to be right close to the action. If a poacher's going to come in, they're going to know that there's buildings and there's people close by, so it's less likely that they're going to put themselves in that position to get caught.
I don't have words, actually, to be honest with you.
Okay, she's got to come over. You got to feed them like horses. Some can feed together, some can't. If I put a bale there, then they're going to start fighting. Come, Ma. Come, 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 come. I need to get Rock fed immediately.
Is that another male? Yeah.
It's not exactly viable to have a population of white rhinos because we have so little grass, but at the same time we have habitat and we can support rhinos. They're kind of dependent on this supplementary food at the moment. It would have been more suited to black rhino because of the type of bushveld. So it's more arid, there's less grass, and it's prone to drought. So then you might go for periods of time where the rainfall isn't good enough that there is good grass growth every year. But then again, our animals would have been able to migrate and move. So the management of rhino has become quite intensive. And so we try and raise a bit of all the people that have been here over the years. They help us raise money for these bales so we can continue to encourage the landowner to keep the species. But you can see they're all quiet now. Just wanted a bit of food. Most private herds are small, but they make up about 25% of the overall population of rhinos in South Africa. So it has a significant place in conservation. The private owners, so it's important that they stay in the fight to protect the species. And it's also important that people help out private owners to keep them in the fight to protect the species. And once the private owner knows that he's not alone in protecting his rhino herds, then he's more inclined to, or she's more inclined to, go the distance. It all comes down to habitat management. So, like, private owners are struggling to manage their rhino populations because it's such a drain on resources. You know, that's why we're crowdfunding this year. Basically, it keeps us in the field and it keeps the landowner happy enough that he doesn't have to worry about feeding costs for rhinos. So, yeah, we've lost a significant amount of rhinos it's just because people don't have the resources to put into one species when you have to manage a whole property for multiple species. My name's Neil Betty and I'm a rhino conservationist. Do you want to get involved in rhino conservation and help us protect this herd of rhino? Go check out our crowdfunding page to support feed and rangers.
Hello, Papa.